Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about The Pianist. One thing that seems to strike everyone about this movie is its lack of heroism. Its main character doesn't take part in the uprising against the Germans. In fact, the uprising unfolds as he's watching from an apartment window. The apartment he hides in is on the other side of the ghetto wall, and he is located practically in the middle of the two different worlds, Jewish ghetto on one side and Germans on the other side. The film is about his hiding and trying to survive in between these different places. What makes this film good is that we're not just witnessing horrible Nazi atrocities, but also the more subtle devices of Nazi brutality. We see that disgust is one of the devices Nazis used to legitimize anti-Semitism and to dislocate the Jews. In many cases, it is suggested that Jews are found disgusting by the Nazis in the film. Here I would like to draw on Martha Nussbaum's theory of disgust. Martha Nussbaum believes that anti-Semitism is rooted in the politics of disgust. What this means is that dominant groups tend to label vulnerable groups as disgusting. By this, they legitimize the subjugation and mistreatment, dislocation of them. Nussbaum thinks that this socially mediated disgust is completely unreasonable, since obviously there cannot be anything originally disgusting about a group of people. This is a quote from her book titled Hiding from Humanity, Disgust, Shame, and the Law. She says, throughout history, certain disgust properties, sliminess, bad smell, stickiness, decay, foulness, have repeatedly and monotonously been associated with, indeed projected onto, groups by reference to whom privileged groups seek to define their superior human status. Jews, women, homosexuals, untouchables, lower class people, all these are imagined as tainted by the dirt of the body. So it's a political tool that the Nazis used to exclude people from certain places, or even worse, transport them into camps. What's more is that this unreasonable disgust also has important spatial consequences for the Jews, as we witness in the film. When something is physically disgusting, people want to stay away from it or take it out of sight. That's how they justify isolating the Jews. For example, in this very upsetting scene, the Nazi officer demands Vladek's father not to walk on the sidewalk as other people do. By placing boundaries between people, they imagine they are somehow purifying society. The film also shows how the Jews are of course aware of this. They're aware of the absurdity of it, and they're actually even using it to their advantage in this one scene where they hide the newspapers in the toilet.
500. You know how many people on average read one copy? 20. That makes 10,000 readers. These will start the uprising. Majorek hides them in his underpants and leaves them in toilets.
Toilets, huh? As many toilets as I can find. Germans never use Jewish toilets. They're too clean for them.
This disgust and the subsequent isolation of the Jews becomes a point of resistance in the scene. Majorek says that they're hiding the uprising newspapers in the toilets because the Germans don't use the same toilets as Jews. So I really appreciate how the movie reveals the mechanisms underlying Nazi violence, like that irrational disgust and the spatial consequences of it. I hope you found my take on the movie meaningful. I also recommend Martha Nussbaum's book that I've cited in this video. I will also be talking about other films soon. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.